Hi everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make a 7-figure business in 2025. To know what is working and what's going to work, we need to understand the trends. We need to understand what was working in the past, what's working now, and what will probably be working next year. Something to remember about online business is that things are changing rapidly. What was working before is not working anymore. For example, in 2011, the moment you open your YouTube channel, you're able to monetize it and start making money with this. It's not the case now because now there are requirements to start making money from YouTube. In 2016, whatever you put up on Amazon was selling so fast and so easily. I started my first store on Amazon in 2016 and it was so easy because there was not enough competition, not too many people knew about that business, and not too many people participated in that business. In 2018 and 2019, it was so easy to market the products with Facebook ads, and it was selling so fast and easy on Facebook. In 2020, when COVID started, so many people were staying home and had nothing to do, so they were shopping and shopping. Whoever were in e-com world, whoever had their Shopify stores, they were selling out so fast at that time. In 2020 and 2021, I was working with influencers and they were bringing great results because people were staying home during COVID, they were watching YouTube, and based on that, they were making purchasing decisions. Now, Amazon is not profitable and I'm not selling on Amazon anymore. And the reason is so simple because everybody can enter Amazon, everybody can start their Amazon store. It's super easy. And to bring stuff from China to Amazon, it's so simple. Having your own sourcer in China, which is so easy to find, or even getting stuff from Alibaba, it's super simple. But now on Amazon, it's around 70 to 80% of the sellers are actually the Chinese manufacturers, and they are able to bring their costs down so low. It's so difficult to compete with them because you will never be able to compete based on price because they're selling the product to you 5-6 times the cost, but they're able to bring their product to Amazon for at such a low cost. Also, something that was very important that everybody were talking about, and I was involved in that project in the past as well. I tried them. They did not really enjoy them, did not like them, so I stopped, but it was drop shipping. And drop shipping, it's a model where you simply create your own store, then you bring products from AliExpress and you ship them to your customer. There is definitely a huge advantage to that model because you don't own the product, you don't have the inventory. If something happens to your store, you're okay with that. You just close the store and you don't have the inventory that you spend so much money on. But there is a huge disadvantage. When you are doing the drop shipping model, your client, your customer is waiting for the product to come from AliExpress and it takes forever for the product to come. That's one thing. And another thing, the quality might not be great. The third thing is the customer experience. Customers want to be treated well, they want to have personalized experience. So that's why that model is not great, and it's not going to be a long-term great model. What works now? What works now is influence. People are making their purchasing decisions based on the trust. If a purchaser knows you and trusts you, they will buy from you whatever you sell. If you have loyal followers and loyal subscribers, you will be able to sell anything. And because people trust you, you don't want to disappoint them. And that way, you're able to provide great experience. Simply selling on ads is the thing of the past. It's just running those ads became so expensive on Google or Facebook. And it's very difficult to compete because so many people are going that route. People who are not able to speak English, people are not able to have personalized experience or to have followers are going that route. They're just creating ads and trying to sell through ads. If you want to succeed in business this year, next year, and many years to come, it's so important to have influence. And look at it this way, having your social profile and advertising through your own Instagram page or having your own YouTube channel, it's so important now and it is free. People get to know you, people get to know your values, and people start trusting you. What's going to work this year and next year? Number one thing is digital products. If you are able to give value through digital products and able to sell them, this is a very profitable business model because you get to keep most of the money and you have minimal spendings. And to sell digital products, the first step is to have your own social media channels. Give people value before you even start selling anything. Number two, give workshops, organize events or seminars. online or offline. Again, it comes from your own expertise of who you are. Every single person is great at something. If there is something that you know, something that you give to others as an experience, it's a great business model. I know somebody who's giving personal consultations for $5,000 per consultation. It blew my mind at first, and I was not understanding how people are even paying so much per consultation. But when I got to know her, I understood that she is simply transforming people's lives in just one conversation. I live and breathe personal development, and I love psychology. I love growth. I love transformation. That's my biggest passion. And what I do is I do give workshops to people in person or online. And I do it just because I love it so much. I cannot not do it. So when you are creating a business based on your passion, it makes it so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Number 3 is niche subscription boxes. A great example is Love Every. As I had a baby, I was looking for growth toys for her, toys that are going to help her grow and develop. Almost every mom I know recommended Love Every subscription box, and I subscribed. Even though it's very expensive, I subscribed because I got to know the woman who is behind it. I followed her on social media, and I learned to trust her. She's a mom of 4. She's living and breathing the brand. She loves the brand. And she's so invested into this. And because I liked her, I was happy to invest in the product. She was able to grow so much because of social following. And if you imagine a guy who decided to make money and open a business, and so he decides to open a similar brand, but he hides behind the screen, nobody knows who he is, he just runs ads, it's unlikely that he would be as successful as the woman, the mom of 4, who is so passionate about the product and the whole world knows her from social media. Number 4 is online coaching. If you're a good coach, if you're just good at what you do, you're able to make so much money. And from online coaching, there are so many branches, so many things that can happen. Like, for example, writing a book, putting it up on Amazon and all the sales channels. And use it as a lead magnet. Let people get to know about you. And once you have your own great online coaching practice established, then you're able to create your own workshops and become the influencer of our times. Number 5 is selling private label products, but they have to be unique and special, something that you developed, something that is different from what everybody else is selling. However, to succeed now and to be able to sell something that is unique, something that you create your own private label product, it is important to have some following of at least 1,000 people. It's quite simple to create that following at this time, especially if you're so passionate about what you're talking about. And when you share on social media with passion, people will follow you and they'll be happy to help you and buy the products, because passion is contagious. When people feel that you're passionate, they'll be so happy to buy your products. And for those people who don't know, private label products is when you create your own label, you create your own logo, and then you go to China, you work with factories, and you create a unique product, ask them to send it to you, look at the sample, and once you have the sample, then you're able to determine if you're happy with the quality and working on the box, making sure that the box is great, and then that is your private label product that is unique, that is yours, and that is easier to sell. Number 6 is online reselling. Vintage products are working well if you are able to find great vintage products and resell them. Or, for example, there is a brand called Mine and Yours, and if you check out, they became hugely successful because people want to have designer products, but they don't want to spend too much money on it, so they're happy to buy secondhand designer products from Mine and Yours. So check them out. They are great, but that is a great idea that you can create a luxury store that is buying and selling secondhand products. Number 7, content creation on high monetization platforms. For example, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon offer opportunities to make money through ads, sponsorship, or direct support from ads. There is one thing about this though, you need to have a lot of followers. It does take time to grow your followers, and it is possible. It's about actually investing time into this, and after some time you'll notice that you're started getting followers love you, and then you're able to not only participate in the monetization programs, but also sell your own products. Number 8, specialized freelancing. Freelancing in specialized niches like app development can command high rates. For that, all you need to do is build a portfolio, join freelance platforms like Upwork or TopTal, and network. Let the world know what you're up to. Number 9 is rental business. Renting baby gear, wedding dresses, designer dresses, or party equipment can be very profitable. But it's important to start with what you have and acquire at a low cost. And then once you start making money, you're able to deposit the money back into the business. And number 10 is services. For example, home organization services, personal designer services, cleaning services, or laundry services. All of those services are great because you're able to promote them, let everybody in your community know about that, and then you're able to locally grow that business. Work with clients, create your brand. For example, if you're a great designer, you love clothes, and you decided to work as a personal designer with people and you're just helping them shop and get their great looks. After then, you're able to create an online course and help people become their own designers. That is it. Those are my 10 tips of what, in my opinion, is going to work in 2025 and forward. I also have a course that I recorded on financial success. If you're interested, you can check the link down below. Thank you so much for watching.